This is Genghis Khan. This is also Genghis Khan. Why are there so many different portraits of him, you say? Well, let us find out. In the year 1162, a boy by the name of Temujin was born to a lowly tribe somewhere in the steppes of Siberia. His father, Yasuche, was one of the most respected men in his clan when he was poisoned to death, putting Genghis in charge over his brother. He soon became the lord and leader of 40,000 gents or families. Even his brothers, including those senior to him, acknowledged him as their leader and head of the Borjadin clan. While he was growing up, he killed his brother in an argument. At the age of 19, he married his first wife, who was kidnapped in the same manner as his mother. This was basically the reason behind the Mongols' extensive expansion of wife.
Did you know he considered all of his children legitimate? According to the genetic study in 2013, 0.5% of the world's male population, roughly 16 million people, are his direct descendants.
Khan earned the title of Genghis Khan, or the Great Khan, when he successfully conquered Central Asia. This was the beginning of the Mongol Empire. He expanded his empire through a merit-based system that to include the people he conquered. He was able to successfully integrate people of many ethnicity, and according to Rasabi,
once he had conquered territories beyond Mongolia, he instituted a more sophisticated administrative structure and a regular system of taxation, recruiting captured Turks, Chinese, and others. He began to devise a more stable system that could contribute to a more orderly government with specialized official positions.
In addition, Khan was a firm shamanistic believer. However, he did not implement it onto his subjects. His religious tolerance was popular between his people and even made several other clan heads surrender without resistance. By the time he died in 1227, he had conquered more land than the Romans did in 400 years in about 30. In the end, Genghis Khan died with more militaristic achievements than anyone else because his empire stretched from the Pacific to the Caspian Sea. He employed militaristic tactics such as an extensive spying network, a sophisticated signing system consisting of smoke and torches, and large drums to signal uniformed attacks. The Mongols' attacks were feared not only because of the thundering of the cavalry, but the destructiveness that comes with each attack. Khan often raided the villages to assess using dominance over the other barbaric clans. Public declarations were made by slitting the chief's head off in front of the tribe members and raped most definitely the remaining women. One of his most renowned achievements is the unification of most of Eurasia, the reorganization of the conquered territory into a free trade zone, and his universal system of law, called the Osak. He repopularized the Silk Road, made it safe with his vast military, and regulated a uniform law throughout his empire. Although there are no remaining copies of the Osak, these laws regulated everything from slavery to marriage laws. These laws was the first of its kind because 1. It did not derive its power from a supernatural force, and 2. Everyone, including Khan himself, had to obey these laws. However, due to his lack of political consolidation, his empire fell into 4 empires called Khanates, which include the Yuan Empire in China, the Ilkhanate in Persia, the Chagatai Empire in Central Asia, and the Golden Horde in Russia. Most historians would argue that the natural cause for the Mongol expansion was the dry climate and the lack of resources. After all, they did live in a desert. However, the results in a study conducted in 2013 shocked not only the author, but the whole community of historians. In a conversation between Papas and Hessels, they described their initial reaction when they discovered the news.
Initially, I got this text that just had 3 numbers on it, 657. I was like, what was that? Does he want me to call him at 6:57 in the morning? It turned out to be the date of the oldest, most inner ring, 657 CE. There are certainly other 3-ring records that go back much farther, but this is special for Mongolia because it clearly covers the period of the rise of Genghis Khan.
It's very preliminary, but in the couple of trees we have found in that time period, we can see that the rings are not only wide, but they're consistently wide for the time that overlaps with the rise of Genghis Khan. Our inference there is that this would have been an ideal time for high grassland productivity on the steppe, and then may be translated into more livestock, especially horses for the Mongols.
Thoughts how the Mongols came to rule, and it is significant because it shows quick an empire can be built with an effective mean of communication and the practice of religious tolerance.